Welcome back, Scoop Phase TV. It's your boy, Mr. Macro, here with another crushing stun deck. Yes, and it's August 2021. I said it again, a stun deck, but just not any stun deck. We are bringing back Tribute Stun. Can you believe it? 2021 Tribute Stun. Well, I can because I used this deck and went undefeated in Swiss just yesterday. Let's get right into this amazing deck, guys. Before we get into this deck, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so we can bring you more amazing content. Here we go, guys. With the monsters, we got triple Vanity Fiend. This is all-star of the deck. As you know, you cannot special summon when it hits the field, guys. So it just stops a lot of decks. You don't want to see this first turn. And one of my favorite cards in this format, End of Anubis. This stops you from targeting cards in your graveyard and activating effects that involves a graveyard. And another crushing card, which this format probably is the all-star of this format, Majesty's Fiend, where all the effects going off in the graveyard, the hand, with hand traps, and on the field with all of these combos. Majesty Fiend says you can't activate effects. Point blank, period. And of course, to get things started, you want to start off with your boy Spectre Border. Again, if you don't have an extra deck monster on the field, you can't activate effects. Hand, field, or graveyard. And to finish everything up, we have the Powerhouse Archlord Chrysia, which allows you to crush your opponents because they cannot special summon. Let's move on into the spells. We start off with all of those tribute monsters. We have to have this card, and this is Mausoleum of the Emperor. This allows you to actually use your tribute cards in a normal summon by just paying 1,000. You need 2 tributes, you pay 2,000. You only need 1 tribute for level 6. Like most of these monarchs and fiends, you only pay 1,000 to normal summon a card. But we also have the amazing Monarch Stormforth. This is a non-targeting card. That means you can activate it and it doesn't target the monster, and you can just tribute summon whatever's on the field to bring out your monster. Amazing. Dark Ruler No More, to break all of those amazing boards that consist of nothing but troublesome monsters. And one of my favorite cards is Power of the Guardians. Power of the Guardians is an amazing card because every time your monster is involved in a battle, you gain 500 by putting a counter on this card. Anytime somebody would destroy your monster with battle or card effect, you can actually remove a counter instead. And guys, it's continuous, so you can just have crazy attack numbers like a 4,600 Vanity Fiend. I mean, let's go. And then we have Pot of Prosperity, 3 of them. Yes, guys, let's go look for what we need. And we're not done. 3 Pot of Dualities. A lot of you didn't know that you could play both Pot of Prosperity and Pot of Duality in the same turn. And then we have a Terraforming and Harpy's Feather Duster to wrap up the spells. Now you know we got to go into the traps, guys. The traps. And you know you can't have any stun deck without Mr. Say No. Solemn Judgment at 3. Followed up with the Sneaky Dark Bribe. We also have 2 lose 1 turns for those crafty players who manage to get rid of our monster, somehow lose 1 turn, hold you on till you get right back to business. And this escalation of the monarchs allows you to use your Stormforth to actually interrupt their plays by taking their monster and putting your fiend on the board during their turn. Amazing card. So that wraps up 40 card deck. Let's get into the side deck. We play 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Paleozoic Dinomyscus, 2 Awakening Dragons. One cool thing about Awakening Dragon is you can actually not only special from the extra deck, but you can special from your main deck. Cool card to have, right? Imagine just bringing back Archlord Christia when they pop this card by accident. 1 Macrocosmos. You know we had to play this, which is excellent during this format if you're into stun. 2 Crackdowns. You know what Crackdown does? Snatches your opponent's face-up monster, and it becomes your monster on your side of the field, but they have no effect. 2 Evenly Matched. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 Spell Cancelers. For all of those guys who want to play heavy spell, once you get your monsters out there, you can actually play without your spells. And yes, the same thing goes for traps with your boy Jinzo. That wraps up the side deck. Now we actually have an extra deck because we play Potter's Prosperity, but we don't actually use it. Let's just show you real quick in the camera what we are working with. These cards can work with a lot of different cards, but we mainly play it because we play Waking the Dragon. So some of these cards are Waking the Dragon targets, as you can see. But we usually don't use the extra deck. I think I used it one time in the entire tournament. But there you have it, guys. That is Tribute Stun. You heard it first. It is the deck to play. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are playing in the locals or even a major event, this deck will surprise your opponent and leave them with nothing to do. Make sure you like and subscribe this video if you like the video, and check out scoopface.com. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube as you're watching now. Please check us out, but mostly check out our website, scoopface.com. We have a whole bunch of merch, t-shirts, hats, mats, sleeves. Check us out. Hey, like and subscribe to the video. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much. You know we love you here at Scoop Face TV. Scoop Face Nation, stand up. Peace.